All right, best non-quarterbacks in the NFC South. Chris, ask me the question. I'm trying not to cheat.
Yep. All right, keep it black. Keep it
answer.
blacked out, Pete. Don't erase it yet.
All right,
I'm
not looking.
Here we go. It's a gift for you. Happy 56. Since we've asked you this already, all right? We asked you this last year. We'll see if you remember. Maybe not. Maybe that just shows you how old you're getting. You can't even remember. All right, there's a notable former player who shares your birthday. The Dolphins drafted him, but he went on to make 5 straight Pro Bowls with a different team.
Troy Vincent.
Yeah, good memory.
I already knew that. He's 5 years younger than me to the day. Troy Vincent. Did I get that wrong before?
Yeah, you got it wrong last year. I do believe, yes. So, all right, that's great. You and Troy Vincent. All right. I didn't realize that. That's a good one. Good company.
But he's 51.
Yeah.
He's 51. 5 years younger.
5 years younger. Yep. A little more talented at football than you. Just a little.
Slightly. Yeah, slightly. All right. Best non-quarterbacks in the NFC South. There's a lot of great players in the NFC South. I got to go Christian McCaffrey, though, even though we didn't see much of him last year. First it was an ankle, then it was a shoulder. But he's awesome. He can do it all. And don't write off the Panthers this year. Don't write off any of the teams in the NFC South, frankly. We don't know how it's going to play out, but if McCaffrey's healthy, if Sam Darnold with those receivers, defense, all the resources they've invested into it, McCaffrey could end up being a key player in that division and for that team, Chris.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that one. This division is so talented, it's hard to figure out who's really the first pick. It really is. There's so many good football players. I guess I'm gonna stay with running back too. I think I'm gonna go Alvin Kamara right off the bat here. I mean, how could I not from what you saw last year? I mean, it was special. He was definitely one of the best running backs in the game, and I just feel like when like McCaffrey, Mike, like when you have a guy like that, it's almost like he fills 2 positions. You know, when he's on the field, it's like, oh, he's a receiver or running back. What do you want to defend him at? We can do a lot of different things here, and that's where they're both brilliant that way. But you know, Kamara can run strong between the tackles. He's unbelievable at making people miss in space. Catches the ball just like a wide receiver. So I'll go with Alvin Kamara. It was tough actually figuring out who I wanted to go with there.
And look, it gets even harder as we go forward. There are so many great players. But if I were drafting a team right now, my next pick would be Devin White.
Yeah, I almost made him one. I hear you.
I mean, I want that guy on my team. He's got the right attitude. He's got the right mentality. He's got the right leadership. He's got a knack for making big plays, being in the vicinity of the ball. He has a horse. That's a plus.
It is.
Just because I think that's kind of cool. So, yeah, Devin White.
I'm not mad at you there. I honestly thought about making him the first pick. I did. I didn't think you'd go there right yet. So that's kind of what made me sit away from it. All right, well, I'm going to go to what I look at as I think the second best defensive player, or maybe the first best. It's really close. I'm going to take Grady Jarrett next. I am. I look at Grady Jarrett as being I'm trying to think about this and not disrespect anybody, but I think other than Devin White, to me, that is the best defensive player in the division. I mean, for what he does on the inside there, you know, he's strong, but he's disruptive as hell. That's really the great thing about Grady Jarrett. It's not about the production and what he does there. It's the disruption on a play-to-play basis. He's one of the best interior defensive linemen in all of football, and so I can't pass him up.
I'm gonna circle back to the offensive side of the ball, and this one's not as easy as maybe it could be. And a year ago, I would have picked someone else, but I'll say Mike Evans. I've always respected the way he handles himself, quiet, soft-spoken, goes about his business. He's got 7 straight seasons of 1,000 yards. That's an NFL record, and I just think he's a great presence on that team. And maybe in year 2 with Brady, we're going to see even more from him. Bigger numbers, more touchdowns, etc. for one of the best receivers in the game.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you there. I mean, I'm going to go with Michael Thomas with my next pick. It's the same type of thing. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest year last year and all of that, but damn, he's still too good of a football player. You know, just has it all. Let alone, I mean, hey, he's a size wide receiver, and his size is a real special thing in the NFL. His hands, his aggressiveness, his physicality over the middle. He's got as good a hands as you got in the NFL.
Peter, we doing round 4? Or do we have to take a break? All right, I'm going back to my guiding principle from round 2. Who would I take now and want on my team? He may not be the best right now of the rest, but I want Antoine Winfield Jr.
Oh, you just you like the attitude what he brings.
Team.
I hear that.
I want him going forward, going into year 2 of his career.
Well, I mean, I hear you. I mean, he's a guy you want on your team. I'm not going to sit here and get into. I think he's the best non-QBs of the NFC South. The team building thing, it makes sense. I hear you there, but I'm going to challenge you on that just a little bit at least.
That's fine.
I'm going to go with DJ Moore. I think one of the most underrated wide receivers in all of football. You know, I like guys. I mean, explosive. I mean, it's one of the best yards per catch in all of football. He's a real weapon. Everybody's going to know who DJ Moore is by the end of this year. I'm really calling that right there with better quarterback play in year 2 under Matt Rule.
Okay, round 5 of our NFC South draft. Give me Kyle Pitts. What the hell? Everybody says he's going to be a superstar.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Get him. I know he's a rookie. He hasn't played yet. So what? He's transcendent talent. Best tight end prospect ever.
Yeah.
Gimme.
I hear you. I'm not going to be mad at you there. All right, I got to give love to one big ugly. I'm going to go Ryan Ramczyk for the Saints. I mean, he's the best, one of the best right tackles in football for sure. I got to give him a little love there for sure. Man, we didn't get to Shaq Barrett, who I wanted to take next. I think he's another guy that we probably could have taken that missed out here on this draft.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, well. I'll take my 5 guys, though. I'll take my 5 guys into any football team that I would otherwise put together. All right, that is it for today. Hey, Florio just read that. That's very funny. That's from Iron Mike. Man, look how big that kid is.
Look at that kid. What a cutie. Kid
right,
can read.
Thanks,
he knows a bad book
Iron
when
Mike.
he sees it.
Thanks, everyone.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.